bewegen en de neus naar beneden. Hierdoor zal het toestel gaan dalen. Echter neemt de snelheid ook toe. Dit resulteert erin dat men van deze beweging weinig gebruik maakt. Dalen doet men normaal gesproken door het vermogen te verminderen. Hierdoor neemt de voorwaartse snelheid af en dus ook de lift. Het vliegtuig zal dalen zonder aan snelheid te winnen. Wanneer u de yoke naar u toe trekt, zal de staart van het vliegtuig omlaag bewegen en de neus omhoog. Hierdoor zal het toestel gaan stijgen. Ook deze beweging heeft invloed op de snelheid, deze zal namelijk afnemen. Hierdoor zal ook hier de lift afnemen en komt er een moment waarop het vliegtuig niet meer in staat is te vliegen en dit noemt men een stol. In de cockpit van onze Boeing zitten ook de pedalen. Zoals we u al eerder hebben uitgelegd, gebruiken deze pedalen voor het sturen van het vliegtuig tijdens het taxiën. Aan de grond zal het bewegen van de pedalen zowel het rudder als het neuswiel bedienen. Tevens wordt het rudder gebruikt voor het veranderen van de vliegrichting, wanneer het niet wenselijk is te rollen. Denk hierbij aan bijvoorbeeld een koerswijziging op geringe hoogte, zoals tijdens de start en de landing. U zult zich intussen misschien hebben afgevraagd hoe we in een vliegtuig gas geven. Dit gebeurt dus niet, zoals in een auto, met het gaspedaal. De pedalen zijn immers voor het rudder. Gas geven doen we met het throttle. Dit zijn de twee hendels rechts van de captain. Door de hendels van u af te bewegen neemt het vermogen toe, waardoor het vliegtuig sneller zal bewegen. De hendels naar u toe trekken zal het vermogen laten afnemen en dus ook de snelheid. Het scherm wat u nu ziet heet het Primary Flight Display en voorziet u straks van de meest belangrijke informatie. In het midden van dit scherm ziet u de kunstmatige horizon. U kunt hier de stand van het vliegtuig aflezen. Het bruine gedeelte representeert de aarde, het blauwe gedeelte de lucht. Wanneer het vliegtuig stijgt, zal de gradenverdeling naar beneden verplaatsen om aan te geven dat de neus van het vliegtuig omhoog gericht staat. Het is belangrijk om bij de start in de gaten te houden dat de neus niet meer dan 20 graden omhoog komt. Wanneer u met het vliegtuig een rolbeweging naar rechts maakt, ziet u dat de horizon naar links wegzakt. Precies zoals u het uit het raam zou zien. Bovenaan de gradenverdeling ziet u een klein wit driehoekje. Dit driehoekje geeft aan hoeveel graden het toestel overhelt wanneer u een rolbeweging inzet. Het driehoekje kleurt rood wanneer de hoek te groot wordt. Aan de rechterkant van het scherm staat de actuele hoogte gemeten vanaf zeeniveau. Op dit moment vliegt het toestel op 24.000 voet. Dit is ongeveer 7.300 meter. Naast de hoogtemeter ziet u de pitch indicator, een wit wijzertje. Dit geeft aan of het toestel klimt of daalt. Aan de linkerkant van het scherm staat de indicated airspeed. Dit is de snelheid van het toestel ten opzichte van de lucht rond het toestel, wat op dit moment ongeveer 250 knopen aangeeft. Dit is plusminus 460 km per uur. Ten slotte vindt u onder op het scherm een kompas. Bij een kompas is 0 graden altijd noord en 180 graden zuid. Aangegeven koers In ons voorbeeld is het 240 graden, ofwel richting zuidwest. Wij gaan nu een landing laten zien waarbij we u de belangrijkste aandachtspunten willen meegeven. Hierbij is gekozen voor de polderbaan, ofwel 18 rechts op Schiphol. Probeer te voorkomen dat u tijdens de landing naar links en rechts rolt. Wijzigingen in koers doet u hier dus met het rudder.
Ah ja, Coast Guard.
Links naast de landingsbaan ziet u een aantal lampen, zogeheten papi. Zijn alle 4 de lampen wit, dan zit u te hoog. Zijn alle lampen rood, dan zit u te laag. Als 2 lampen wit en 2 lampen rood zijn, zit u precies goed. Probeer dit vast te houden tot de baan. Vanaf dit moment zullen we het toestel met de neus omhoog brengen tot zo'n landing.
Zo, touchdown.
Een Ryanair-kist, denk ik.
Nou, gaat wel lukken.
Denk ik ook. Ik denk dat het met zo heel veel dingen ook gewoon een stukje geloof in jezelf is.
Dat denk ik ook, ja.
Dat was hem.
Dat was hem. Oké.
Hebben jullie nog vragen?
Nee, dat was hem wel, denk ik.
Ja?
Het moet lukken.
Heb je nog iets dat je speciaal graag wil doen? Zou ik dat verleden?
Wat zeg je?
Heb je nog een bepaald vliegveld of iets dergelijks waar je zo graag rond wil doen?
Ja, ik vind Nice wel een leuke luchthaven. Zo een beetje aan de zee. 2 parallele baantjes, of het dan links niet lukken kan, kijken of je hem rechts pakt.
Ja, dan mag je ook wel doen als je dat fijn vindt.
Ja, mag ook de mond komen?
Je mag zelf kiezen.
Ja, dan doe ik liever, denk ik, dit.
Ja, snap ik.
Ja, doe een bril, want met de mond.
Oh ja, ik pak hem op.
Slaat
Ik doe nog eventjes het uit.
Ja, zo doe je het maar even.
Maar dat is met een 737 misschien een stuk lastiger. Hoe heet die luchthaven in Nepal ook alweer? Wat zeg je?
Doe je het goed lang?
Ja, Lukla, ja. Een beetje een Courchevel van...
Even nog een keer eerder proberen.
Oké. Krijg je hem überhaupt daar op de baan? Of is het meteen...
Ja, volgens mij is de baan ook een beetje verkeerd gerenderd. Hij zou ook even op.
Ja.
Maar is er af.
Oh, dat klopt niet met de realiteit.
En kan je ook niet voorstellen. Eigenlijk is het een beetje raar opmaken. Ik vind het ook een wel even doen.
Dat is wel achter. Nee, nou ja, als het jou niet lukt, heb ik niet de illusie dat het bij maar een fractie beter af zou gaan. Maar
Ja, Courchevel heb ik nog niet geprobeerd, dus die zou ook wel.
en Courchevel is wel misschien, als die wel heuvelop is.
Daar ga ik wel vanuit, maar ik weet het nog niet.
Ja, of de luchthaven van de hoofdstad van Bhutan, dat is ook een hele paro, toch? Zeg je dat iets? Die hebben een hele uitdagende aanvliegroute.
Volgens mij zit er een gewoon werk voor. Als je niet aanwijst.
Ja, ja. Nou, we hebben al even de top 3. Lies, Courchevel, Lucla en Faro.
Ja, ja, mooi. Oké, nou, ready for it. Let's rock and roll.
Dan gaan we 1 etage vanaf.
Ja.
Ja, oké.
Als je niet dat het je laat liggen, dan doe je de deur gewoon zo.
Maar dekken.
Ik ben emotionele bagage.
Ja, zeker. We zijn nog live. Hello everybody. We're going downstairs to the flight simulator. So guys, warm welcome. And now we head downwards, just one level for the real deal. Bear with me. Okay.
Iets pakken wat, of niet?
Nee, dat gaat zo. Misschien even het deurtje open houden.
Ja.
Oh ja, misschien zou je deze zo mee willen nemen. Die
Stand, ja.
standaard. Vrij schoon even wat je doet.
Ja, lijkt je wel op een goede sessie.
Zo, mijn zusje zou zeggen, je bent helemaal op je plek.
Ja, oké. Nou, wel een mooi grapje.
No entrance.
Het is langs.
Ja, misschien. Thank you. Oké. Zo. Kijk, goed plekje kunnen vinden.
Ja, dus dit is hem. Dus zoek maar.
Bas, ik zet die standaard hier achter jou.
Ja, dat is goed. Jij was hier nog niet geweest, hè?
Nee. Nee, dat ziet er wel uit een cockpitje.
Ja, kun je die als eerste laten vliegen, dan mag rechts zitten. De andere mag links zitten.
Zeg maar ook weer.
Ja, begin jij maar.
Je kan de stuur naar voren duwen, dan kan je er iets makkelijker in stappen straks.
Oké.
Als je
De stoel, kan de stoel ook nog wat naar achter?
De stoel kan ook nog iets naar achter.
Ja, dat dat ik zo meteen dingen kapot ging. Ja. Yes.
Ja?
Ja.
Ook nog bij de tonalen?
Moela. Ja.
En op het laat de stoel zo staan.
Even kijken of ik nu toch beter het mondkapje kan doen. Even zien wat het verschil maakt.
Bijna klaar. Power source.
Mondkapje is beter.
Ja, vind je die nog? Maar maar.
Alrighty.
Yeah?
Yes, I think we're good to roll.
So you want to do it in English?
Yeah, prefer in English. Yeah.
Alright. Alright.
if possible.
You can take the left seat then.
Hello everybody, thanks for watching. Let's go.
Alright, well, welcome. I'm going to quickly inform you about the meters you see in front. So you will be flying first. So basically at the start you'll be looking outside only until the aircraft rotates off the ground.
Okay.
From that moment on you'll be looking inside mostly.
Okay.
To the primary flight display, which you see right in front of you. And on this display we have, straight in the middle we have the artificial horizon, which is an instrument which tells us the situation of the aircraft relative to the horizon. And you see a small black box in the middle.
Yeah.
This is the nose pointer. It's how the nose is standing of the aircraft, and you see all white lines above and below. And these white lines indicate the angle of the nose towards the horizon, either above or below. Some lines they have large numbers next to it. They indicate the lines of 10. And then we have exactly in the middle, we have a little bit shorter line, which is the 5-degree line.
Okay.
And then exactly in the middle again, we have even shorter lines. And for easiness, we just call them 2 and 7 degrees.
Okay.
So if during the flight I tell you to move the nose to a specific amount of degrees, you need to look at the lines. And then if it's, let's say it's 4, you have to do it slightly below the 5 line.
Okay.
On the top you also see a sloped line here, so this is the bank angle indicator, and contrary to like a car, if you put your steering wheel straight you don't always go straight. It's only if the wings are level, and you can see that in 2 ways, either with the black L's here which are indicating the wings, or which I think is easier, the 2 white triangles on the top. Only if the 2 white triangles are together you'll be flying straight.
Okay.
So this regardless of how your steering wheel is. Your steering wheel will only change the position of the open triangle. So if you want to make a turn to the right, you first steer to the right, then the aircraft will start rolling, and at a certain point you think, well, this bank angle is good enough. You put your steering wheel straight, the aircraft will continue turning because it's still in the bank angle. And once you want to go straight again, just before that, you put your steering wheel to the other side and until the triangles are together, and then you put the steering wheel straight again.
Okay.
We make turns with 25 degrees, but for you, if you're between 20, so the second line and the third line, and 30 degrees, that's good enough for me. There's only one big thing about this, and that is this open triangle is what we call a sky pointer. So it will always point towards the sky. So if you make a turn to the right, the sky will be relative to you to the left. So therefore, if you make a turn to the right, the open triangle will go to the left. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. On the left hand side you see an airspeed indicator, which is now indicating 45. It cannot indicate anything lower than that. We don't use it on the ground, and we will be using it very little in the air. It's going to make it a lot harder straight away. On the right hand side you see an altitude indicator, which is now indicating -20. It's because we're at Schiphol Airport, which is below sea level. We will be climbing, and we will be trying to maintain a specific altitude. The same altitude, so not climbing, not descending, but it's regardless, it doesn't matter which altitude it is.
Okay.
All the way on the right you also see the vertical speed indicator, which is a white horizontal line right now. It's indicating that we're not climbing or descending, but pretty obvious because we're on the ground. But once we're in the air, if it points upwards, you'll be climbing, and if it points downwards, you'll be descending. So that together, and with mostly the position of the nose together with the vertical speed indicator, will be the easiest way for you to know that you're not climbing or descending.
Right.
On the bottom you see the navigation display, which tells us which direction we're going. We also see this enlarged next to us. The compass. Bas, if you turn this knob to the left or to the right and look at this indicator,
This one?
Heading selector.
the heading selector.
purple one will
to the
move.
right. Yeah.
Ah, there we go.
The purple
Yeah.
line moves. This is either for us as a reminder if we get ATC instructions, or if we are flying on the autopilot, we can also, by pressing the button below it, the autopilot will follow the heading that's indicated above.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So that's for you, Jeroen. Everything you need to know. When we're on the ground, you look only outside and you steer with your feet.
Okay.
So if you want to go to the right, you push your right foot, and if you want to go to the left, you push your left foot.
Yes.
Look outside, try to look as far in the distance as possible to the end of the runway and try to maintain the center line, which
Yes.
you're on right now. Until Bas will tell rotate, at that moment you look inside and you pull on the yoke and you will go to 15 degrees nose up.
Yeah.
So that is this line here.
All right.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Bas.
my call will be V1, rotate. You
Yeah.
will look inside to the joke. It's not a joke, Joost. Okay. Then we go up, and then probably it's my call to say positive gear rate of positive
Rate, gear
rate.
up.
Yeah,
gear.
officially the call is comes from Jeroen to say positive rate, and sorry, it's your call to say positive rate when you see the altimeter increasing,
Mhm.
and then Jeroen will call gear up, and then you will do the gear up.
Yes.
The gear lever is this lever here. You first have to pull it slightly towards you, to pull it out of the aircraft, so it's no longer locked. You can see it with the red light, and then you can pull it all the way up towards up. Also, you will be doing the throttle levers, which are the two big levers in the middle. If you push them slowly forward and look at the N1 indication here, you will see a line on the outside. This is the indicated value which the engines will spool up to, because they're no contrary to like a car. If you push on the pedal, you immediately get revs. But since these engines are so large, it will take a little while.
Yeah.
Once we go in takeoff, you can push them all the way forward to the green triangle.
To the green one.
To
Okay.
the green triangle, which is quite far, but not all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
On the right hand side, you see the flap lever. Right hand side of the throttle. Yeah, there it is. The only thing you have to do is pull it slightly up, and then you can do it back or forward, and you will see a stop there at 15 and at 1. You have to release it and then pull it back up if you want to continue past the stop.
Oh yeah.
If you require any force, you're doing it wrong. Just release it and try it again, and put them on 5 right now for takeoff. Yeah, since you'll be flying, Jeroen, Bas will be doing the throttle and the flaps and
Okay.
the gear. Yeah.
Yes.
So just take off, go straight.
You're gonna start the engines for us, or?
And the engines are already turning. It's just on. You're on a pause. Sorry. Just pause. So once you're ready, you can forward the thrust levers all the way to the green triangles, and we can start takeoff. And the
Yes.
rotate call will be here. You see the green letters here on the top. Once you reach the R, you say rotate.
Okay.
Yes. Right.
Are you ready?
Yes.
My co-pilot.
Yes. Ready
Let's
for
do
takeoff.
this. Maintain center line. Sturen. P1.
No. The green numbers.
Oh. Ah, okay, they're not aligned yet. Oh, sorry, Joost.
Yeah. Now
Yep, V1, rotate.
rotate. And let go of the throttle levers. Once you're past V1, you're not allowed to stop anymore, so you need to let go of the throttle levers.
Okay. And there we go.
Now see the altitude is climbing, so what's your call?
Positive ratio.
Yep, positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Gear up. Well done.
Flaps?
No.
Not yet.
We climb like this until we reach 1,500 feet, At that moment you can push the nose down slightly towards 10 degrees and we will start to accelerate.
Here we go.
1500, so lower the nose towards 10 degrees and we will start to accelerate. Once the green arrow reaches the number 1, you can put the flaps to 1.
Okay.
So it's already past there, so you can do it right now. There you go. And once we're past the 1 and the green arrow reaches up, you can put it to up, so it's right now. And at 1500 feet we also put climb power, which is 90%, so slight reduction on the left edge. Well, normally we would accelerate to 250 knots, which is our maximum speed below 10,000 feet, so 3 kilometers. And then after that we would accelerate even further and climb all the way to, well, if you need to go very far, flight level 400 or something like that. But for now, this is not really needed because it would just take a long time. So whenever you're ready, you can slowly lower the nose towards 4 degrees and try to maintain the same altitude. And then Bas, you can put cruise power, which is about 63%. Cruise thrust, I should say. There you go. Now, if you look on the right hand side here, you can see that the vertical speed indicator is almost horizontal, just slightly dipping below. So pull a little bit higher. There you go. So, well, this is the close enough look of the tour. So if you look right now, you can see that the vertical speed is almost stable with this nose angle. So if you keep this during the turn also, you will maintain the same altitude. So you no longer have to look at the vertical speed indicator. As long as you maintain this speed, you will, with this angle of attack, you will also maintain altitude. So once you're ready, you can make a turn to the left, and we'll be turning towards, well, let's say 160 heading. So once you can turn this to the left towards 160.
160 cents.
Check.
Altitude.
10 key.
Yeah, so when you start to turn, your nose will tend to dip a little bit, so you need to pull slightly on the yoke. To maintain the same angle of attack you had before. This also means that when you roll out, you want to go straight again, you need to push on the yoke, so you don't climb afterwards. Roll out 5 degrees before the heading you want to get.
Nice. Well done.
Well done. Really good. I'm going to give you another turn and try to focus a little bit more on the angle of attack at the start, so you don't descend and climb. But other than that, you did really great. You rolled out exactly at the correct heading. So I'm going to make another turn, this time to the right. You can go to heading 270. 270. Try to turn the knob a little bit slower than it goes better.
Bank angle, bank angle.
Okay, going to pause you here for a moment. What's our angle of attack right now?
Yeah, it's too much. It's like
Way too much.
feels like a joint strike fighter.
Barrel roll, barrel roll.
Yeah, so I have to correct it to the left a bit. I was too much focused on losing altitude that I
Yeah, well, you're so much focused on losing altitude that we're actually climbing really,
Yeah.
really rapidly. And since we didn't add any power, your
Yeah.
speed is becoming
Yeah, we are
terribly
turning
low.
into a stall if we don't change.
Yeah, you would go into the stall. So
Okay.
push the nose down towards the 4 degrees almost and slightly roll out. So
Yeah.
which way do you need to turn your steering wheel right now?
To the left a bit.
To the left.
Yes.
There you go. Push it down. Increase power to 70%. Once we're back at speed 230 almost, then you put it back to 63.
Okay.
Okay, and roll out. Very gently. Don't climb. Nose down. Nose down. Should be below the 5-degree line. This is the 5-degree line. This is 4 degree. Now it should become stable. There you go. This is maintaining the same number. Got it again?
Sorry?
Got it?
Do you
Yes.
have it?
Can we give it another try then?
Okay, we're going to give it you one more turn, and then we're going to start with the first landing.
Okay.
So do you want to go to the right or to the left?
Doesn't really make a difference.
Right, then we go left again, heading 170.
Heading 170. Heading 170, set.
This is a nice turn. Slightly release a little bit of back pressure. You're climbing a little bit. There you go. This is well done.
You look focused.
Yeah, I'm trying to give you a comfortable ride over here, man.
Is there a seatbelt sign over here?
Was it a bit too late for that?
You just turned it off.
Smoking on?
Yeah.
Oh, it was engine number 2. Sorry, Joost.
No problem.
We lost engine number 3.
Well, you could say that Boeing 737 has 3 engines. Yes. There's a small engine in the tail.
The APU.
The APU, yeah. Alright, well done, Jeroen. Really good turn. Almost no altitude loss or gain. So you did very well. You rolled out exactly at the correct heading as well. So I'm going to put you in front of the runway.
Here comes Courchevel.
Now we're going to start just at Amsterdam.
Yeah, well.
The basic thing why I'm making you do the turns first is to get a feeling of how much you need to steer
Yeah.
and when you need to roll out. Because if you oversteer, there's a very big chance that you'll just be making S-turns all the way. And then the chances of you actually getting to the runway will be quite a lot lower.
Yeah.
Do you see the runway straight
Yes.
ahead of you?
Yeah.
Just going to put it out for you to be sure, but it's over there. It's runway 27, the Kaafbaan, the Buitenvelderbaan, which we just took off from as well. Just go straight, and then you can land on the runway. However, we are now at 10 nautical miles, which is 18.5 kilometers from the runway, and we are already down to 2,000 feet,
Which is too low.
which is approximately 700 meters, which is relatively low at this
Yep.
moment, yes. There are situations where it would be normal, but currently they try to make a continuous descent approach where you would be higher right now. However, it's still possible. Only thing you need to do right now is maintain the same altitude.
Okay.
Since we'll be flying a little bit slower, you need to maintain approximately 6 degrees nose up to maintain the same altitude.
Mm-hmm.
And just fly straight towards the runway. But at a certain point, of course, you need to start descending. And we're going to do that with visual reference. So we're going to look at the path poppy lights, which are on the left hand side of the runway. They're called poppy because it's a precision approach path indicator. Well, you can forget it if you want, but they will precisely guide you towards the runway. They can be either white or red, and the lights don't know where you are. There's just different kind of filters inside each of the lights. They will turn white or red at a different point. And if you look at them from the top, you will always see them white, and if you look at them from the bottom, you will always see them red.
Oh, okay.
That's why if you drive past the runway with a car, you will see
Always
the
red.
4 red lights next to them, because basically if you were an aircraft, you would be way too low then at that point.
Yeah.
So continue flying, maintain the same altitude until you have 2 reds and 2 whites.
Yes.
And then in that moment you will put the nose down to 1 degree above the horizon, just in between the horizon line and the 2 degree line which you see there. And then I will of course coach you a little bit, nose up, left, right, etc., which is needed.
Yes.
Yeah, that's your job. Boss, for you, we're going to activate the auto throttle system. So can you tell me, is this knob down or up?
It's down.
It's down.
It's off.
Keep it there for now. Once I turn off, once I unpause the system, you can put it up, and then you can press the speed button here. And then the aircraft will maintain the speed which is in this window over here.
In this window?
Yeah,
Okay.
100 is a little bit low, so we should be flying 168 knots.
Excellent.
Yeah, and we should be flying flaps 5.
Down. Ja, één naar beneden. Kan dat doen? Nee.
Okay, and either all further flap extensions will be done by Bas,
Yeah.
because you're flying.
Yes.
Once the first once the first red light turns white, you can put the flaps to you put the gear down, the flaps to 15, and then the speed to 160.
One more time.
When the first red light turns white, you can put the gear down,
Yep.
the flaps to 15, so set the stop, and the speed to 160.
Okay.
And then when the second light turns white, you can do the flaps to 30 and the speed to 150. So minus 10. If you forget, I will tell you again.
Yeah. Please do.
Yeah?
Yep, okay. And we're talking still about the white lights, the puppy lights, right?
Yeah, next
Yep.
to the runway. Yeah.
Excellent.
Once you're close, I will pause you again and tell you a little bit about the flare. Otherwise, it will be too much right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, you ready?
Yes.
We start. Okay, this one goes up. Press the speed button and press the master portion light in front of you. And can you put this lever to off?
Als we het
Smoking on. There we go. Talk to me, Joost.
ik dacht even dat er wat gas bij moest.
Now we're flying a little bit faster than the speed 168, therefore the engines have revved down. But if you're also descending, it will increase speed again, so be sure to maintain exactly the 6 degrees. So the speed will bleed off, and then the engines will rev up again.
Watch out, there's a very small turbine bell over there. Can you see the forest?
Okay, are we still in front of the runway?
No, we have to make a slight turn to the right
Yeah.
and back to the left again.
Correct. Okay, don't climb. Nose down a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just operating the wipers here, so
Okay.
don't mind. Smoking is off.
Keep the nose up, above 5 degrees. Now you're accelerating, and there you go. If you look outside now as well, you can also see the horizon will be slightly above the dashboard. If you keep the same distance, you will also keep the same angle for your nose. So you see that the horizon is higher, so
Yeah.
your nose has dropped, so you need to pull a little bit.
Okay.
Also, it's only very little, but you see that here a small triangle has appeared. That means that the right wing is slightly lower than the left wing, and you'll be slightly turning to the right.
Okay.
Which is good because we're still left of the runway.
Yeah.
So try to steer towards here so that you'll be in front of the runway again, and then turn left.
Okay.
Also, if you look, I was also a little bit late, but both lights have already turned white.
Yeah.
So we need to put the gear down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the flaps are 15.
Gear down. That's 15.
And the speed 160.
160.
Yeah, and when I take it off pause, 5 seconds later you do the gear to 30 and then the speed to 150.
The flaps to 30.
Yeah, the flaps, sorry.
And the
flaps
speed to?
150.
150, okay.
Yeah, and
Yep.
you will start descending,
Yeah.
you know? So nose to 1 degree above the horizon.
Yes.
Here we go. Okay, recycle the gear. So put the gear back up and then down.
Okay, gear down, flap set to 30.
Check.
Yeah, speed 150.
Speed 150. Fasten seatbelts off.
Yeah, we're for the ride.
So your descent rate is really good. Keep this. We're still slightly left of the runway. So keep turning a little bit to the right. There you go. Now try to go straight. So keep the wings level, turn slightly left and steering wheel straight now. There you go. Now you're on this very
1000.
small intercept angle. Once you're in front, turn slightly to the left again. And then you're perfectly done. Okay, you're almost in front. Yeah, well done. Slightly to the left, not too much. Turn back. Wings level again. Wings level now. Turn to the right. Wings level a bit to the right. More to the right. More to the right. There you go.
Look at the
Nose
copy
down.
lights.
Yes. There you go. Try it. Okay, now you're going to look more outside than inside.
Oh, was already doing that.
Okay.
Even more?
Try to enjoy the view.
Once you're over these houses, you look outside only.
500.
Don't dive. Just land slightly longer on the runway. 2 rights, 2 lefts. There you
400.
go. Keep this nose angle slightly to the right. Going to pause you. Time to tell the flare. Okay. You're very well on the glide path. You see the 2 rights, 2 lefts. 2 rights. No, only the 2 wides, 2 reds. And you're almost exactly in front of the runway. So if you keep this, you'll be making a very nice landing. Boss,
Yes.
at 30 feet above the runway, which you can either hear because the aircraft will tell you, or you can see over here, which is now 310.
Yeah.
You will disengage the outer throttle, which you can do either by pushing the button down, or which is easier, on the throttle lever itself. On the side there's also a button near your thumb. If you put your hands on the throttle lever near your thumb, there's a button.
Yeah, the black one. Small
No,
black
that's
button?
the total button here on the side.
Oh, this one, okay.
Yeah. If you push that button, the outer throttle will disengage, and then you will slowly retard the engines, so it indicates 0 when we're on the ground.
Okay. And what about, do we make a reverse thruster full stop or?
Well, when you're on the runway and you made a good landing, we're not going to do the braking because it's pretty boring. We're just going to put you back on the in front of the runway again. We do another landing.
Okay,
It's way
Okay.
more fun,
excellent.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
At 20 feet, Jeroen, slightly pull on the yoke. Just 1 centimeter is enough.
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go.
300.
Turn to the right. To the right. Slight left bank. There you go. Nose down.
200.
There you go. Slide to the right again. There you go. Easy, don't pull too much.
100. Approaching minimums.
Down a little bit. There you go. Keep this.
50. 40.
Just fly to
30. 20. 10.
Don't glide over the runway. Put it down.
Minimums.
Put it down. Still flying. Put it down. Put it down.
Oh.
There you go. Well done.
Ta-da!
Wow. Could be worse, I guess.
Nice man, nice.
I was a bit late.
Yeah, we were
I
gliding.
had to touch the piano keys, I guess. But,
Yeah, we never land on the piano keys. We try to land. I'm going to put you on the runway for a moment. I'll tell you where you should be trying to land. try to land on these
the big ones.
big white blocks next to the lights. But if you can do that, it would be I would be amazed. So far, almost nobody has ever done that.
Okay, well, there's the challenge.
There's the challenge.
All right. We're now at 5 nautical miles. You can see the first light has already turned white. So try to maintain altitude slightly, and then we go down. We're going to do two more landings from this distance, and then we swap seats.
Yes.
And then at the end we can do something fun still.
Okay.
The other throttle does not have to be engaged. You can put it down. There you go. You can put the thrust levers towards 58%. Yeah, and put the flap lever 1 up towards 25. Now when the second light turns white again, you put the flap lever towards 30. That's all you need to do. And close the throttle lever again at 30 feet, but you do not have to press the button because the outer throttle system is not engaged.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yes.
If you do the same thing, you do.
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay, turn to the right, we're slightly turning to the left. There you go.
Don't sink.
Put the flaps to 30.
Don't sink.
And you will stop saying no. Okay, second white light. There it is. Go down. Goes down slightly. There you go. Okay, you're slowly creeping towards the runway again. And you're now in front, so turn slightly.
1,000.
Slightly to the left. Don't steer too much. Turn back now. Roll out. Wings level. 1 red light. Slightly. Yeah, there you go. Slightly nose up, not too much. 2 with the light turns white again. Nose down. There you go. Keep this. This is good.
Wow, hit those white bars, Joost.
Yes.
Twee vingers onder de horizon.
2 vingers schuin.
$500.
Okay. Press the yellow. Yeah, there you go.
$400.
Nose slightly up. 3 right, 3 reds.
$300.
Keep this. Keep this. A little bit to the right.
$200. $100. Approaching minimums.
Regard the lights now. Continue flying towards the
50,
runway.
40, 30, 20, 10. Minimums.
And now you're done. Almost good.
It was better than the first time.
It was a lot better. Yeah, you were not afraid of the runway anymore. You made a very good landing. And for a second try, I have to say this is really, really good.
Okay, thank you.
Going to put you back one more. Going to change one thing. And
Now
then-
with extremely stormy conditions, visibility below 300 meters. Look.
going to land
Oh, nice.
at sunrise.
Sunrise.
Flaps 25, thrust 58.
Auto throttle
No, no,
off?
from this distance we don't need it.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Flaps 30. Slightly low glide, so nose up a little bit. We have only one white line.
Now we're too
Oh,
high.
it's a second, yeah. Don't put the nose below the horizon because then it will disappear. This is the normal angle of attack you need for the glide. But since you have one white light, slightly higher. There you go, this is enough. There's the light. Nose down slightly.
1,000.
This is enough. Keep this. There you go. Your heading is good. Red light again. Slightly higher, just a little bit. There you go. Keep this. You'll come back.
Just 3 reds right now, right?
Yeah, you got 3 reds. But don't do it too much because you're pretty close to the runway. You might overshoot the white lines. There you go. Slightly down again. Keep this. This is okay.
500.
Slightly to the right.
400. 300.
Add a little bit power, 60%.
200.
There you go.
100. Approaching minimums. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. Minimums.
Nice.
Bam.
Really well done. Okay.
Nice.
Gonna swap.
Zo! Voel je de druk?
Yeah, feeling
Feel
the
the
pressure now. Feel the pressure.
Yeah, let's swap sides.
Okay. The people in the chat say you bettered it. Battery. Yep, thanks.
Alright. Well, you see how it should be done.
No pressure, no pressure.
The flaps can go to 5. There you go. Okay, steer with your feet once we're on the ground
Yep.
until Bastian will tell rotate, which is, you can see here, sorry, when your room tells rotate, you can see the green R there, which will be about 135.
Okay.
So once the speed is 135, or when the speed is at the same level, exact level of the R, you will say rotate. Then Bastian will pull on the yoke, 15 degrees nose up. Yeah?
Yes.
Alright. When you're ready, start.
Ready for takeoff?
Ready for takeoff.
It's pulling a bit to the right. Is that the effect of the pulling
The tires need some alignment.
Well, it could be that the left engine is slightly more.
Yeah, it's a
close to
bit.
the right.
I see.
So how are we? Are we getting close to the V1 or what?
I will tell you. V1. Rotate.
Now look inside, 15 degrees nose up. This is 5, go to 15. And once the altimeter is increasing, you will say
Positive rates.
then
Gear up.
keep the 15 degrees until 1,500 feet. There you go, nose down, 10 degrees, and 90% of the power, it's already there. Once the speed is increasing, we can go to flaps 1. And once we've passed the flaps 1, which is now the case, and the green arrow is pointing towards up or above it, we can go to flaps up.
we climb to which altitude?
Well, if you want to do you want to try to get a specific altitude?
Yeah, that's okay. Let's
Okay.
give it a shot.
Let's try to climb 5,000 then. You can put 5,000 in the box here. You don't have to press it button.
Oh, it's already.
Yeah, you can see here that 5,000 is activated, and then once.
Oh yeah, of course. I thought we were gonna switch on the autopilot, but he's gonna
No, it would make it too easy.
go there himself.
This is the warning sign if you're 700 feet towards your altitude. It's just to inform
Give you the heads up.
the altitude is approaching. You can put the thrust to 63% right now for the speed comes to line. Well, we still need to be climbing a little bit because we haven't reached the 5,000 yet.
So a little bit more speed right now.
The speed is okay, just need to pull the nose up slightly. There you go. Now you're almost in the box, slightly nose down. If we're flying pretty fast, I think you can have 3 degrees. Maybe 2. A little bit higher than this. Now we're descending in between the first and the second line. Well, there you go. Now we're slightly climbing, so just climb very little so don't overshoot. Nose down a little bit now, put it on the first line. There you go. Slightly higher, go below the first line.
No
Now we're
smoking,
descending.
please.
There you go, keep it like this. Now you see that with this angle of attack again, we are maintaining the same altitude. And once we have passed the set altitude by more than 300 feet, the aircraft will now give you also a warning. We're going to make a turn as well. We're going to start to the left as well. Going towards heading 160. You can turn to the left until the triangle reaches between the second and the third line. And then 5 degrees before you roll out again.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
So Jeroen, turn the heading indicator to the left. Heading 160.
Oh, blijf jij er nog even bij?
Ik dacht, ga een foto van jou maken. 160.
Heading 160.
Yes.
Yeah, are you ready?
Yep.
Are you ready? Als je moet het toch zelf doen, vliegen. Niet steeds van mij verwachten dat ik hier.
No, nose up slightly, otherwise you go below your altitude. There you go.
Zo.
Easy with the nose, now you're climbing again.
Ah, this is hard.
Ja, dat is best pittig, hè? Gewoon the grip on your muscles.
Yeah.
I think because it's the first time you tend to squeeze way too much for what is needed, but
True.
So what heading are we? On 150. We can go a little steeper.
we go to 160, so
We can go steeper. Oh, descending out.
Steeper is also harder. 10 degrees before
roll it out, honey.
and roll out now.
Roll out.
Continue rolling out until the triangles are together. And don't climb at the end, nose down. Well, you didn't get any warning from the aircraft, so you didn't pass the 300 feet marker, which is really good. So you're going to make another turn, this time to the right, heading 270. 270. When you're ready, you can come in.
270, Roger.
Don't climb at the start, only pull a little bit more once you're all the way into the turn. If you do that 20 degrees, it's easier and takes a bit longer. Do at 30 degrees it's harder and it will take a bit short.
Oh.
You're climbing more than 300 feet above your altitude and then the aircraft will be forward. Or is it 2 feet?
We're getting there. Easy does it. Just a little more. Just for the sake of it. Next thing. Yes, yes.
I see that the warning is giving at 200. So that was 3. Okay, easy on the nose. Try not to overshoot your nose setting. Put it in between the first and the second line. Then you will not be climbing non-descending. Now you're climbing again. You'll get the warning pretty soon. Yeah. And have we completed the turn?
Not yet.
Yes.
Put it in between the first and the second line. Okay, roll out now. Want to give it another try? Or do you want to start with the landing?
Let's give it a try with the landing.
With the landing?
Yeah. Sweat is dripping off my back, man.
I'm going to give you 2 landings, 3 landings as well.
Okay.
First from a little bit farther away, and then 2 closer. And then I have something special for you guys. And there afterwards we can do the Lukla and the Courchevel
Okay.
stuff at the end.
Excellent.
And then you two should decide who does
Gets
which.
to be the captain. Well, I think it's pretty obvious. We don't have to discuss that.
There's no KLM Flight Academy for me, that's for sure.
Alright, flaps to 5.
Het blijft toch anders dan een echt vliegtuig, vind ik hoor.
Ja, joh. Nou, ik ben echt zo Airbus gewend.
Ja, ja, dat is het. Oké, speed 168. Zo dus, ja, eentje, ja, die ja. Speed 168.
Yes.
Okay, maintain approximately 6 degrees nose up to maintain the same altitude. Keep flying towards the runway, which is right here. And when the lights next to the runway turn too white to red, you will go down 1 degree above the horizon. That's your job. Once we're at 20 feet above the runway, you will flare, which is about 1 centimeter to pulling the yoke towards you. In a real plane it's more, but this sim flares a little bit too much. For you, Jeroen, after we are after I turn pause off, this one goes up, press the speed button. Once the first light turns white, gear down, flaps 15.
Okay.
And speed 160. The second light turns white, flaps 30, flaps speed 150.
Okay.
I will tell you again once it's there.
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Yeah, and whenever the yellow light turns on, you can just press it. There you go. Because it's an air conditioning failure, but I cannot remove it. It doesn't matter right now. Okay, we're flying a little bit faster than we should, so the engines are spooling down, just like the first time. Keep altitude, and then they will spool up once you reach your correct speed. Very well. Doing a slight turn towards the left, so slightly turn to the right. There you go, nose up. Quickly try to get it at 6 degrees. There you go. Now we're no longer descending, so the speed will bleed up. Then the engines will rev up again. There they come.
But flaps to 30 as well?
Yeah, when the second light turns white, which is not yet.
It's not yet? Oh, it's difficult to see. Oh yeah, now I see.
Okay. Nu je ziet. Stop there. Schil.
Yeah.
Nose down. Bas, nose down. This is start descent. Second white light, start descent. Speed 150.
150.
Okay, we're slightly left of the runway. Steer slightly to the right. And we're a little bit high, but keep this rate of descent, so we just land a little bit long. That's okay. Okay, we're almost in front of the runway now, so start turning left. There you go, not too much. Steering wheel straight now. There you go, so slightly. Keep on turning. Once ready. There.
1,000.
Now fly straight, so turn a little bit to the right for reach level. There you go, this is it. There's this 2 white, 2 red, so slightly nose up now. A little bit to the right. There you go. Straight, nose down a little bit. And keep this. Keep this. This nose angle. This is good.
500.
Only look outside now.
400. 300. 200.
Jeroen, put your hands on the thrust levers. Press the
100. Approaching minimums. 50. 40. 30.
Retard.
20.
Retard.
10.
Retard. Retard. Jeroen.
Minimum.
Retard.
Oh.
Retard.
Sorry. Doorstart jongen, doorstart. Gas op die landing. Kom maar, op.
Alright.
Flare jongen.
Ready?
Jij kon het gewoon niet hebben hè?
Ik heb zat flare.
Ik zat perfect jongen.
It was really amazing. The only downside was that the throttle was not really targeted.
Okay, well.
Other than that, really good.
Thank you so much.
But I'll give you 2 short landings as well. If you press the red blinking. There we go. Okay, flap to 25. Push this lever down. And thrust levers to 58%. 58, so slightly below the 6 line. There you go. Ready?
Yep.
Yeah? Here we go. Okay, and second white light, flaps 30, nose down. Don't go below the horizon, slightly high. Nose up, nose up, nose up, keep it here. Now look outside. And see the distance to the dashboard and the horizon and keep it the same. A little bit nose down, this is a little too high. Nose down, keep this. There you go. This is the correct glide path. We're slightly high, so you can put it down a little bit.
1,000.
Not more. This is okay. And slowly creep back towards the correct glide path. If you want to land on the box,
500.
a little bit lower. Otherwise, it will be a good landing as well.
400. 300.
Towards the red.
200. 100. Approaching minimums. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Minimums.
Flared a little bit too much. And you're on the ground. Well done, mate. Really good. One more.
Phew.
One more.
That's sunrise.
Let's give it one more try. Phew.
Dat is de 25.
Yes.
Zullen we deze keer de gear down doen?
Nee, het lijkt me goed dat jij het gewoon maar eens eerst zonder probeert. Dan moet er altijd weer iets bij jou.
Denk jij aan de seatbelt? Zometeen.
Also done.
The 99.
Ready?
Ja, ready.
We go.
Don't sink.
There you go. Second white line. Flaps 30.
Don't sink.
And then don't sink will also stop. There you go. And nose down now. There you go. Keep this.
500. 400. 300. 200. 100. Approaching minimums. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Minimums.
Nice. Well done.
Yes! Woehoe!
Mooi man.
Lekker! Oh, spannend jongen.
Zekers.
Oh, excellent. I need to do a happy wee. Then you guys can set for the Luca airport.
A happy
Okay?
wee. Oh. Yes.
Thanks. Hey guys in the chat, how are you doing? Was it exciting for you guys as for me? Phew. So guys, we'll be out just a couple of minutes. Need to visit the toilet. Be right back, guys.
Ah, Nice. Nice airport.
No, this is not neat.
Oh, looks like. Oh, this is maybe is it something in the United States?
Yeah, correct.
Is it San Francisco?
Exactly. Very well spotted. If I tell you San Francisco, what do you think about?
Parallel landings, parallel takeoffs, and Golden Gate Bridge.
The Golden Gate Bridge.
Ah.
What can we do with the Golden Gate Bridge?
Well, we could try to fly underneath it.
There you go. Exactly right. That's what we're going to do.
Okay, be right back.
Well, we can commence already. We'll be back real soon. You can put the speed all the way to 200. The flaps to 5 first. First flaps to 5, otherwise we will not use it. Speed to 200. Will it go there? No.
No. A bit more flaps
Yeah,
up?
No, we need to wait for the flap. indicator here, which is the white turning
Ah,
positive to reach 5.
okay. It's almost there.
Yeah, can you turn it to 200 now?
Yeah.
I think it should be able.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're just going to start already. Fly straight towards Oakland here, which is on the other side, until you reach the water. Then fly towards this small island.
Yeah.
Fly around the city of San Francisco. You will see a very tiny island there with one building on top of it, which is called Alcatraz.
Yes.
And then we make another left turn and we fly underneath the Golden Gate Bridge.
Okay, let's do it.
So once I take it off pause, you need to put this up and press speed as well.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that probably. Yeah.
Sure.
Here we go.
We eens even lekker zitten, jongen. We vliegen naar Alcatraz.
Alcatraz.
San Francisco. The Bay Area. Yeah, no smoking inside.
Put speed 230. Speed 230. And put the flaps up.
Thumbs up. Ah.
Okay, we'll leave the gear down, or otherwise we get the gear warning, which is that sound, which you
Yeah, it's a
heard
bit
before.
annoying.
So the aircraft will give ground proximity warnings later, but we were just going to ignore that. Once you're over the water,
Yep.
you can start the descent and try to maintain approximately 800 feet
Okay.
until you've passed this bridge here. After that, you can descend further. You need to be below 300 because that's the height of the Golden Gate. And of course, try to maintain above 0 because otherwise you'll be in the water.
Yep.
Okay, now steer towards the island.
Comfortabel zo.
Heel.
Yeah, it's a little sightseeing flight for all of us, you know?
Maar een heel klein rookrecht glaasje voor jou bij hebben.
Yes. Some jazz music later on in the evening.
Okay, try to aim in between the city and these pillars here, and then you can make another left turn around the city. And slowly start your descent, so nose down, 1 degree, almost.
So you're going under the bridge?
Not this one.
Yeah, the Golden Gate Bridge. This is the Oakland Bridge. Press the yellow light in front of you, both.
1,000.
Do you see the Golden Gate?
Yes. Well, I think they would be really happy if we did this in real life.
No, you would be for sure fired.
Give a bit of
Probably
panic
more. Here,
on the
here's
streets.
The San Francisco Giants baseball stadium.
Oh ja.
It's a bit too low, so.
Okay, fly straight to Alcatraz and start descent.
Fly straight to Alcatraz.
Straight
Gaat niet lang starten.
And once you're open, now continue turning towards the Golden Gate and descent. You need to be below 300
Yeah.
to go underneath the Golden Gate Bridge.
Mooi hoe je hoofd ook meebeweegt.
Ja, ik zit
Ik
even
zag mezelf ook
om het pilaartje heen te kijken.
op Pilaten zijn.
Too low. Terrain.
Well, Depends
Sink
on what
rate.
you're looking for.
Too low. Terrain. Sink rate.
Go straight now, so turn to the right.
Too low. Terrain.
A little bit more.
300.
You're still
Too low. Terrain.
Turn right, turn more right.
Too low. Terrain.
There you go.
Too low. Terrain.
200.
200.
Yeah, it's
Too low. Terrain.
Maintain altitude.
Too low. Terrain.
150. 140.
Too low. Terrain.
160. Don't climb.
Too low. Terrain.
190.
Too low. Terrain.
There you go.
wow.
Too low. Terrain.
Well done.
Excellent.
Now you have to fly into the giant stadium.
In the
And
giant
land it.
stadium.
Okay, we can probably still do 3 more funny things.
Okay.
Which one do you want to do?
What show did? Yeah, the look now was that?
Yeah, let's try it.
Yeah?
It's completely unrealistic, but why not, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Need to focus.
You want to do Lukla? Is it possible to do it from that seat, or you have to switch sides?
No, the left-hand seat steering wheel is a little bit.
Okay. You want to do Lukla?
I will try look now. Yeah. Why not?
Well, good Lukla with that. That is my glasses.
Okay, we will also get a cabin altitude warning. It's the same warning as the gear warning.
Look, ja.
Even kijken of die op beeld goed eruit komt. So guys, we're heading for Lukla with the Boeing 737. Will be very nice. Oh, we already.
Well, we
Crashed.
already there.
Maybe the tripod slightly higher.
Ah, yes.
Okay, well, normally it's, as I stated before, it's an uphill landing, but somehow this sim made it a downhill landing. It's over here.
Ah! Well, you have so much time to make this landing work, I see.
You can put the flaps to 25. And let's make it auto throttle landing, so speed 150. And then you put the thrust levers a little bit forward. So once you, yeah, like that.
Okay, let's land this puppy.
Okay, well, as I stated before, there's a slight error in this sim. The Lukla normally is uphill, but somehow they made it downhill. And the runway is over here.
Okay.
Do you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yes.
Hold on. So where are we? Speed wise?
Yeah, it's all
throttle.
all the throttle, so you just have to steer the landing gears down.
Okay.
Flaps are down, so I will switch off one engine just to maybe it's too
And we
easy
do
for
a
you.
fully crosswind, right? Okay, well let's give it a shot.
Here we go.
The scenery is awesome.
The runway is here.
Yeah. Right in front of you is the starting point.
Yeah, over there. Toch?
Yeah, yeah.
Here.
I'm not sure if I see it
just-
correct.
It's here. Here. Left wing.
I cannot see it.
Now, what's your nose right now? What's your nose?
Ah, it's,
You're in a steep dive, man. I'm going
Yeah,
to
it's
put
just around the corner. So you see like a small
So what-
road curling to
let
the
me try.
right.
Yeah. What will be the fly pattern? Do we
You
need
just-
to go like this and then?
No, you cannot make it there. You You need to fly over here, over this crest, and then go down, because the landing runway is here. It's not this.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yep.
Ready?
Yes.
Again? Here we go.
Sink rate.
Flaps.
It's already set. It's all up to you.
Okay, put the flaps at 30.
2,500.
You see the runway?
Not yet. Ah, there. Okay.
It's like a farm with a field which you have to land.
Normally it's uphill, but somehow.
Yeah, it's not really there.
It's over there.
To the right.
Oh no, it's that one.
This is even with a small plane, it's almost undoable.
Yeah, it's really tiny as well. Okay, full retard.
300.
Press the button as
200.
well.
Sink rate.
Press the button as well.
Pull up.
Oh, it is okay.
Maximum
Pull
air
up.
brake.
Too low. Terrain.
2010. Minimums.
Ah. So it can be done.
Yeah. The people don't seem too happy over there. Well, maybe Courchevel is more realistic.
Yeah.
Well, we can try push.
Courchevel. Will you take Courchevel then?
Yes.
Can we switch it?
Ik zit hier lekker in mijn Courchevel. Ik trok de parking brake ook maar even aan.
Ah ja, ik
Alles
kan
wat,
het weten.
alles wat we misschien nog in kunnen zetten.
Ja, dat was de speed brake, niet de parking brake.
Oh, speed brake. Ja.
Maar naar voren doen.
Man.
Wipers? Een beetje een paar wipers.
How to throttle. Courchevel, maybe if you, because it's uphill, maybe it is doable.
I will retard as soon as possible.
You retard for sure.
I'm not sure if this is the correct runway. You might be in the mountain right now. Or side. Is this the correct side? Probably not. Huh?
Can you see where the runway should be?
Well, you're the first person who asked about this runway.
Courchevel, okay. Yes, well, it must be right in front of us.
This is the correct side. Yeah, it's over
It's
here. Just
normally,
above the-
yeah.
Excellent.
Okay, put the auto throttle is off. Thrust to 58.
It's on. What should we do? Should we on or off?
Yeah, put it off.
Off. It's okay.
And then press the
58. Just slightly more.
Oh yes. Yeah, well.
You can't really see the runway anymore.
No, it's maybe that's a bit too challenging.
A bit too soon.
It's for you.
I really like the trust that you have in us by putting us into these kind of
Ready?
More like reverse thrust, yes.
Here we go.
Bas,
Okay, I take the flaps to 30, okay? I think you need it.
Don't
Do
descend
anything
too much.
2,500.
Yeah, press it. Don't descend too much. Okay.
It's,
there are no
it's
white
on, the right,
or red.
on the right side of the wet building.
Yeah. Slightly more to the right. Apparently there are no lights next to the runway.
I will use the power just to test for you.
Sink rate.
10.
Retard. You go. Wow.
Yes!
Okay.
Maybe if you were very light and you with full braking, maybe you could have made it.
Yeah.
And with a nice donut turn.
Yeah, just slide it into the parking position over there.
Handbrake on.
You can do 2 more short landings where you want to do it.
Do you have the old Hong Kong? Kai Tak?
Yeah, but I cannot put you in front of it, so it's
Ah.
not a short landing.
And maybe Paris or Geneva or.
Yeah. Sure. Why not?
Geneva?
Yeah, let's try Geneva. A little bit of a mountain view.
Or do you want to do Nice?
Wow.
Or do you want to do Nice?
Om het even. Vanuit.
Alright.
Gooi er wel wat leuks in, joh.
Ja.
Teug is ook waar.
Het zou moeten kunnen.
737?
Ja.
Ja, volgens mij is de baan niet breed genoeg.
Niet breed.
Ik denk het ook niet hoor. Nou, dit is
Geneva. Flaps 25, thrust 58.
Okay.
Here we go. And speed brake lever all the way forward. Right. This one. All the way forward.
1,000.
Don't sink.
Flaps 30.
Oh, we have some incoming mist.
Approaching minimums. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Minimums.
Yes!
Well done, man. Really well done.
New kid on the blocks.
One more, where you want to do it? Who wants to do it?
Ja, you wanna...
Yeah, let's do one more. Yeah, one more.
Man, ik krijg het gevoel alsof we moeten solliciteren bij de KLM.
Yeah.
Airport.
Yeah, it's okay. Yep. Yeah, it's okay. Let's do one more.
Flaps to 25, throttle 58. She's all yours, baby.
Uh-oh.
We hebben even een lekker omweerbuitje bij voor jou.
Maybe a full rudder landing as well?
There might be some wind, I'm not sure. I'll check once I've turned it off pause. If you get the tailwinds, I'll put you on the other side, but otherwise it will be about the same. You ready?
Yep, ready.
Here we go. Yeah, you got a tailwind, I'm going to put you on the other side. You can see it with the arrow on the top left of your navigation display.
Ah, yep.
That's the wind point. Because now you will have wind blowing from the right and a little bit from the front. Here we go.
Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear.
Continue.
Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Don't sink.
Flaps very
Sink rate.
Yeah. A little bit power up. A little bit low.
Ja, ik ben ook nog aan het filmen, jongens. Het gaat allemaal niet in de koude kleren zitten.
approaching minimums.
Close it down. Ja, dat
50,
wordt met deze.
30, 20, 10. Minimums.
Chin down there. Nose down. Oh! Go around, go around.
You want your feet when you're on the ground. Put your feet back on the ground.
Oh, like two small boys in
In a cockpit. Excellent. So now it's time for a proper feedback then. How are we doing so far?
Well, compared to all the other people I receive here, you're doing very, very well.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, the fact that you were able to land it almost on the blocks at your third attempt is astonishing.
Nice.
Oh.
Well, we can put that in our bags then.
Yes, well, I will send it. I will put it in my recommendation letter to the KLM.
I'm going to put you in front of the runway. If you give me a phone, I can make a picture of you
Yes.
inside. And then we need to shut down because otherwise I will be too late.
Yeah, excellent.
Here you go.
Yeah. Do you perhaps have a second phone which I can use as a light? Normally I would use my own, but I left it upstairs.
Ja, je zet nog even de lokale lamp.
Ja, nee, hier zitten ook lampen, maar die doen het volgens mij niet.
Nee, ja. Ja, nee. Kijk hoor, deze moet ik naar hier gaan. Deze komt uit. Zo.
You need a co-pilot for this.
You can take off the mask for the picture if you want.
Ja. Schitterend man. Ja, lachen. Leuk speelgoed dit hoor.
Superleuk. Very nice.
Verdorie.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, maar wordt dit nou ergens ook nog gebruikt, dit soort type simulators voor echte vliegles of is dit puur voor commercieel gebruik?
Je kan hier op zich best wel wat vliegles aan geven, dus gewoon echt te trainen waar je moet kijken wat je moet doen.
Ja.
Alleen hij is niet gecertificeerd.
Nee, oké.
Dus je mag het niet in je logboek schrijven, dus als je echt een opleiding wil doen, dan ga je niet gebruiken.
Nee, oké.
So guys, we're done here for this morning. We need to continue here because our instructor will get some flight lessons himself later on. So for now I will say bye-bye. Thank you so much for hanging around here with us at the former Schiphol Tower for this flight simulator lesson. And I will be live tonight with a jazzy bluesy night out at Schiphol again. Join me at 5:45. Guys, thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.